Can you feel it? The walls are starting to hum. The air around you carries a quiet tension, the way the sky feels before a storm. It isn't imagination, it's instruction. The universe has already decided. You are moving, not because you're running from anything, but because the coordinates of your soul have changed. The frequency that once fit here no longer does. You've reached the energetic expiration date of this chapter, and now life itself is preparing your exit. Everything around you already knows. Objects seem restless. People act strangely. Doors close with perfect timing, not to trap you, but to release you. The space you stand in remembers who you were, but your future has already been written in a new location. Every vibration carries an address, and right now, your soul's address is changing. You've outgrown the frequency of these walls. They've absorbed your grief, your growth, your battles. They've done their part, but now they echo a version of you that no longer exists. You can feel it at night, can't you? That invisible pressure in your chest, that sense that something wants to move through you, or move you entirely. You wake between worlds, half here, half elsewhere. You sense boxers that don't yet exist, suitcases that haven't been packed, roads that already remember your footsteps. This is not coincidence, it's choreography. The universe has begun your relocation long before you made the choice. The signs have been everywhere. Moving trucks in your neighborhood, friends suddenly announcing their own changes, subtle hints repeating like sacred code. Reality is mirroring the transition that's already underway inside you. Your environment, once familiar, now feels foreign. Even silence sounds different. It's not that your home changed, you did, and now the energy no longer matches. It's like trying to breathe air that was meant for a past version of yourself. What you're feeling is not discomfort, it's birth. The frequency of your next chapter is calling, and it cannot coexist with stale energy. So the universe begins the clearing. First, softly, then suddenly. Relationships dissolve. Devices break. Plans crumble. Everything that anchored you begins to loosen its grip. Don't resist it. It's not punishment. It's propulsion. You are being moved before you get stuck again. Every inconvenience is a divine intervention. Every glitch is a message. The old grid is collapsing. And soon, very soon, a day will come that changes everything. October 27th, the day the energy draws a line. Not because of numbers or calendars, but because of vibration. That is the threshold where indecision ends. It's when the universe stops waiting for you to move and moves for you. You'll feel it as a rupture in routine plans canceled, emotions rising, a sudden clarity that cuts through confusion. That's not chaos, that's divine scheduling. It's the moment when everything that cannot follow you begins to dissolve. The universe doesn't destroy to harm, it dismantles to align. You've felt this acceleration building, time bending, days elapsing into each other. You're not imagining it, you're entering quantum motion. Reality compresses when destiny nears. So if you've been restless, distracted, unable to concentrate, good. It means your soul has already left the building. You're walking the ghost corridor between timelines, and your new one is almost ready. Don't cling to what's falling apart. Those fragments are not your failure, they are your proof. The old structure cannot contain your new vibration. When you feel everything slipping away, whisper to yourself, I am being filtered, not forsaken. This is how the universe protects expansion, by removing what would shrink you. It's why people suddenly change around you. They sense your departure long before you speak it. Some will cling, others will vanish. Both are responses to your frequency shift. Let them go with reverence. They were chapters, not cages. Your journey with them was never meant to last forever, only until the next version of you was ready to emerge. You are not losing them. You are being repositioned. Chosen souls are always moved with precision. You are not drifting. You are being deployed. Like constellations rearranging in the sky, you are being placed where your light is most needed. This move is not relocation, it is reactivation. Certain coordinates on Earth are portals, coded to awaken specific frequencies. When you arrive, you'll remember gifts you thought were gone. Your creativity will spike. Synchronicities will multiply. The air itself will feel charged because it carries the vibration of your next assignment. You're not meant to choose comfort. You're meant to choose coherence. And coherence is never still. So if you've wondered why peace here feels impossible, it's because peace no longer lives here. Your stillness is waiting elsewhere. The shift will not arrive quietly. It will come as small fractures in your routine, whispers of disorder that seem meaningless until they all point to the same direction, out. This is how the universe prepares you, not by asking politely, but by unbuilding the structures that once felt safe. Safety is the language of the old self. Expansion speaks in storms. You will try to fix what is falling apart. You will replace, repair, restart, until you finally understand that nothing is broken. It's simply being unmade, so something new can be born. The moment you stop fighting, the unraveling, peace returns. You will look around and feel a strange emptiness. The things that once gave you comfort will feel heavy, silent, distant. That's how you know the old energy has expired. What once vibrated with life now echoes like an afterimage. Don't mistake that emptiness for failure. It's a vacuum being created to receive the next frequency. You can't fill it yet, not until the clearing is complete. That's why everything feels paused. The universe has you in spiritual quarantine. It's scrubbing your field, erasing coordinates, freeing you from attachments that no longer fit your vibration. Every delay is divine sanitation. You're not being held back. You're being purified. Every no you've heard lately was an act of mercy. Had those doors stayed open, you would have settled again, and your light would have dimmed in comfort's shadow. The universe never punishes. It repositions. It's not cruelty. It's choreography. You've been asking for change, but your human mind assumed it would come gently. The soul knows better. The soul understands that destruction is often the language of rebirth. So yes, when everything starts going wrong, that's when everything is actually going right. When the wrong job collapses, when the relationship dissolves, when the plan you built crumbles, those are sacred signals that alignment is accelerating. You are not failing. You are being filtered. The universe is saying, this version of you can't fit through the next doorway. Leave your old vibration behind. And so the shaking begins. You'll feel it in your body. First pressure, fatigue, random bursts of emotion. These are not symptoms of chaos, but of calibration. Your cells are tuning themselves to the new frequency of where you're going. You are literally changing coordinates on a cellular level. This is why the restless nights happen. This is why you feel half here, half gone. Your consciousness has already crossed the threshold. Your physical reality is catching up. You may notice strange coincidences now, patterns of movement repeating around you. You see moving vans. You hear about relocations. Someone mentions starting over 3 times in one day. This isn't random, it's reflective. Reality mirrors what's rising in your energy field. And then comes the detachment. Not the cold kind, the sacred kind. You begin to feel indifferent toward what once obsessed you. You stop chasing clarity. You stop forcing connection. You begin to release, not because you don't care, but because the vibration of your care has evolved. Everything you lose in this stage is protection in disguise. The universe is performing surgery. It's removing the attachments that would have kept you anchored to outdated timelines. You may grieve, that's natural. Even sacred shedding hurts. But grief is proof that you're alive to the transformation. You'll notice certain people stepping back without explanation. They don't hate you, they simply can't breathe at your new altitude. Some of them are meant to stay where you once were. Others may return later, reborn, but right now you must move. They will find their own timing. Remember, you are being repositioned. This move is not random. You are a piece of divine architecture. The universe places you where your frequency can serve as an antenna for awakening. You are being stationed, not abandoned. Every chosen soul on this planet is being moved right now, like stars being rearranged in the night sky. Some are traveling cities away, others continents apart. But all are part of a greater pattern, a planetary recalibration. The grid of light is being rewired. And you, yes, you, are part of that design. It's no longer about what's comfortable, it's about what's coherent. The mission always begins in silence, but it ends in movement. You have done your inner work. Now the outer world must match it. So when things break, let them. When plans collapse, bless them. When the unknown opens its mouth, before you step inside, because the only way forward now is surrender. The old vibration will tempt you. It will whisper, stay, fix it, wait. But the soul knows waiting is over. You have stayed long enough in rooms that remember who you were. Now it's time to walk toward spaces that remember who you're becoming. This is your exodus, not out of fear, but into expansion. You are being called out of the comfort of the known and into the geometry of destiny. And yes, October 27th remains the crossing point, the energy lock, the threshold. By then, choices will crystallize. Either you'll have moved by intention, or the universe will move you by intervention. The flow will no longer wait for hesitation. It's time. Listen carefully. Chaos is not the enemy. It is the hand of the divine rearranging matter in real time. Every ending you witness now is a beginning in disguise. Every collapse is a correction. So don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, where is this trying to take me? That shift in question changes everything. You are not being thrown out, you are being lifted up. And the turbulence you feel is not destruction, it's acceleration. The universe is not testing your patience, it's stretching your timeline. You are moving faster than logic can measure. One decision, one call, one encounter, that's all it will take. When the moment comes, you'll know. You'll feel it, like thunder behind your ribs. And when it does, don't pause. Walk through the door. Because you are not just moving homes, you are moving dimensions. Every migration of light begins with a tremor. It starts in the unseen, a subtle rearranging of frequencies, a pulse beneath ordinary life. You don't hear it with your ears, you feel it in your bones. And lately, that pulse has been getting stronger. It's the signal that the repositioning has begun. The chosen are being moved. You might think you're simply changing homes or jobs, leaving a city, ending a phase. But it's much larger than that. You are being placed like a luminous piece in a living grid, exactly where your vibration is needed most. Every chosen soul carries a tone, a resonance, and the earth is recalibrating through those tones. You are part of that harmony. This is not random relocation, it's orchestration. You are being deployed, and when deployment happens, nothing can stop it. Not fear, not logic, not delay. The command has already been given in the higher realms. move the light. Your restlessness is the echo of that command. You feel like you can't settle because your soul knows it's already on assignment. You're being called into new territory, a place that matches the next version of you, the next layer of your purpose. The universe moves its emissaries like stars, quietly shifting them until new constellations appear. You are part of one of those constellations now. Every person being moved in this season is a frequency keeper. Each relocation forms a bridge of light between realities, anchoring the new vibration into the physical plane. This is why detachment is sacred right now. If you cling to what's collapsing, you'll delay the alignment. But if you release it, everything will accelerate. Movement isn't punishment, it's permission. You are being granted access to the next field of purpose. The gates are opening, but they will not remain open forever. That's why the urgency feels holy, not fearful. The universe is saying, come now. The energy is right. You might already sense where you're being sent. A city that's been calling your name. A new community that seems to appear from nowhere. A sudden opportunity that doesn't make logical sense, but vibrates with truth. That's not coincidence. That's the path lighting up beneath your feet. Follow the vibration, not the plan. Your mind will not understand this move, because it was never meant to. This is soul navigation. You'll know the coordinates through resonance, not reasoning. And when you arrive, everything will feel strangely familiar. The air will hum differently. You'll feel lighter, more present, more creative. Because certain places on Earth hold portals, frequencies designed to activate dormant gifts. You're not escaping an old life. You're entering a higher octave of yourself. That's why nothing feels comfortable anymore. It's not that your world is broken, it's that your energy has outgrown it. Comfort was never the goal. Activation was. An activation requires movement. You might notice time accelerating now. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. Doors that were shut for years open effortlessly. One phone call changes everything. That's divine acceleration. It's not luck, it's alignment. When your vibration finally matches your destiny, reality rushes to meet you. Every delay you endured was never rejection. It was synchronization. You weren't blocked. You were being timed. The universe didn't say no. It said, not yet. Because the destination wasn't ready for you, and you weren't ready for it. Now, both frequencies have matched. Now, movement becomes magnetic. And once it starts, it won't be gradual. It will happen fast, like a cosmic wind pushing you into position. What took years to build will shift in days. That's how divine acceleration feels. Sudden, surreal, irreversible. You may lose what you thought you needed, but you'll gain what your soul truly came for. Don't resist the swap. The universe never takes without returning tenfold in purpose. Your next home already exists. Your next role, your next alignment, already alive in the unseen, waiting for your arrival. You're not creating it, you're remembering it. It's been calling you in dreams, in instincts, in sudden déjà vu. Every time your heart whispered, I don't belong here anymore, that was your future home, calling you by name. So when the moment comes, when life seems to fall apart just as you thought you'd found stability, know that it's not collapse. It's the old energy can't coexist with what's next. That's why the pressure intensifies before breakthrough. The walls that feel too small are not closing in, they're guiding you out. And every breakdown is the map. You may find yourself cleaning, donating, letting go of things without knowing why. It's instinct. You're lightening the load for the journey ahead. Even your dreams will shift, showing movement, airports, roads, storms, and sudden clarity. They are spiritual briefings for what's to come. And when the relocation happens, you'll understand this was never just about geography. It was about alignment. A spiritual repositioning disguised as a move. Every chosen one on Earth is being repositioned now to awaken dormant light in new corners of the planet. Your role is essential. Your presence is medicine. You are being stationed exactly where healing, frequency, and remembrance are needed most. And that's why nothing could stop this move. Not fear, not finances, not logic. Because it was written before you arrived here. The map is cosmic. The timing is divine. And your consent is optional. Because when destiny decides, resistance is only delay, not denial. You're being sent. You are part of the new grid of light, weaving across the world like veins of awakening. Every move, every relocation, every shift together, they form the heartbeat of a new Earth. So yes, when the familiar crumbles, celebrate. When the unknown calls, answer. You are not being uprooted, you are being planted. And the soil of your next home is already singing your name. There comes a point in every great transition where the noise fades and only truth remains. When everything you clung to has fallen away, when the path behind you has dissolved and the one ahead has yet to appear, that is when you finally understand what all of this was for. Not to break you, not to test you, but to free you. You see, this shift was never about moving from one house to another or from one city to the next. It was about moving from one state of being to another. It was about leaving the version of yourself that survived and arriving at the version that will live. Every disruption was a doorway. Every heartbreak was an invitation. Every ending was an answered prayer. You didn't know you had spoken. The walls that once held you have released you now. They did their job. They kept you safe long enough to remember your light, but they can't hold the next vibration. And the moment you accept that, the current takes you. No force, no struggle, just surrender. You will look back one day and realize how perfectly it all aligned. The things that fell away, the people who left, the plans that failed, they were all part of the map. The universe wasn't blocking you, it was steering you. And every detour was sacred design. You are stepping into alignment now. Not a concept, not a dream, a living, breathing alignment with destiny itself. The frequency of your new home, your new chapter, your new purpose is already vibrating within you. That's why you feel restless, weightless, almost transparent. Your atoms are rearranging to match the coordinates of your next timeline. Breathe. Don't rush the arrival. Let the movement happen through you. You are being carried by a current much wiser than logic, much gentler than fear. From this moment on, everything that belongs to you will start to recognize you. The new space, the right people, the opportunities aligned with your vibration, they will feel magnetized, effortless, inevitable. Because energy recognizes itself, you don't have to chase what already has your name written in light. This is divine acceleration. It's not that things are suddenly working out, it's that the delay is over. The vibration you've become now matches the future you were waiting for. The universe was never saying, not yet. It was saying, not like this. Now, the tone of your energy has changed. Now, reality rearranges itself to echo your truth. Doors open because you are the key. Paths clear because you are the way. Do you feel that peace rising beneath your ribs? That isn't relief. That's recognition. It's the calm that comes when your soul finally catches up with its own prophecy. You are where you were always meant to be. And from here, everything begins. This next chapter is not comfort, it's activation. The place you're going will unlock frequencies in you that the old ground could never hold. New ideas will flow like rivers. Your intuition will sharpen. You'll meet others whose eyes mirror the same ancient knowing. Together, you'll remember why you came not to endure the world, but to reprogram it. Every chosen one is being moved right now, not to escape the old world, but to rebuild it from higher ground. Each of you carries a piece of the pattern. Each move completes a line in the sacred geometry of awakening. You are part of the architecture of the new earth. You are not leaving behind a life. You are planting a frequency. So before you go, honor the space that held you. Touch the walls, the objects, the air. Whisper gratitude for the lessons learned here. This place absorbed your transformation, your tears, your victories. It will remember you, but you must not remain for memory's sake. You are not meant to live inside echoes. Step through the threshold with reverence. This is not an ending. It is the continuation of the eternal spiral, upward, outward, homeward. You're not moving to find peace. You're moving because peace has already found you. You're not running from the past. You're answering the call of the future. You're not escaping chaos. You're entering order. You are not being exiled. You are being exalted. And when you arrive, wherever that may be, stand still for a moment. Close your eyes. Feel the frequency beneath your feet. It will recognize you instantly. It will whisper, "You made it." And something inside you will answer, "I remember." This is your activation point, your new ground, your new frequency. Let the old dissolve, let the new unfold. And as you walk forward, know this: the universe never moves you to take something away. It moves you to place you where you can become more of who you truly are. You are not just moving, you are activating. You are aligning. You are fulfilling the vibration you came here to live. So when the storms come, when the walls crack, when the silence grows heavy, don't hide. Smile, because the shift is already complete. The move has already begun. And everything that remains is simply catching up to the decision your soul made long ago. You are ready. You have always been ready. Now, it's time to rise. The old world is closing its eyes. The new one is waiting for your footsteps. Go. The universe is already holding the door. If this message found you, it's not by chance. You were guided here because you were ready to remember. You don't need to chase the light. You are already the vessel of it. Keep walking in gentleness, in awareness, and truth. And if this spoke to your soul, share this space with another seeker, because the world is awakening, one recognition at a time.